My, how far we've come. God, that's I don't know if you saw that. Okay, were you present to that? Okay, now roll that beautiful beam footage. Okay, that is how you do an intro. All right, like rough, raw, make it sound like two Transformers having sex. You know, that kind of thing. That's weird. There we go. Good evening, everybody. I wanted to take a moment to say that obviously, oh, let me move this here. Oh, there we go, right there. Obviously, I'm not in my gun room, right? We know that got the little one over here, got to spend today, which is a very special day. Today is November 5th. Some of you actually hit me up. Some of y'all reached out to me to show some love on this very special day. And I'll get into a little bit more detail on, what it is and why it's special. But thank you. Thank you so much to people that reached out to me, shot a message over to me. And that seriously, that meant a lot. So thank you. But the reason that I'm not in my gun room and the reason that I am downstairs speaking a little softly, I am speaking a little softly, is because that beautiful little angel is upstairs. And if she wakes up, I'll have to run up there and go take care of her. But let me go ahead and take a sip and we're going to get started. Delightful. So first off, I would like to say congratulations to Toy Town Inc. Toy Town Inc. has been a viewer of ours for a very long time, and Toy Town Inc. was first this evening. So Toy Town, you, sir, deserve one cheers. Clink. Two cheers. Clink. And you also deserve one crisp high five. Congratulations. Also, let's go ahead and say what's up. Do me a favor for all the channel members that are in here, and we are up. I mean, we're up to a lot of channel members. Channel members. I'm also going to do an update today. Maybe a spicy update. Not spicy, but some people are going to be talking some shit. I mean, it is what it is, right? Y'all know me. Unedited, uncensored, for now, at least. So let's go ahead and get it popping. And somebody told me, by the way, that Faceless may be watching this stream right now. If so, excuse me. If so, I love you. But let's go ahead and move forward. So Chena members, go ahead and sound off. Let's go ahead and get it in. So T for Tejas, what's up, brother? Chena member. We got Kurt 24, Chena member. Night Custom Beals, channel member. Jeff Cron, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Ron Wayne, channel member, who's up to 1.5 billion subs. See, we got Night Custom Beals. Misty, Misdemeanor, Mrs. Wayne, channel member. Thank you for joining us. Key, ASC, channel member. PC, channel member. And who else? Man, look at all these beautiful people. Too many choices. 9mm for the win. I know. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's see who else we got. DB Cooper. It's not a Cooper. Another channel member. Thank you for joining us, my brother. Bill Camporis. Channel member. Channel member. There were a couple other channel members that I haven't seen yet. So there are other random active viewers out there that have new channel memberships that don't even know. They could be coming in using these fire emojis and they just don't even know. Jeff Cron, salute, another channel member. Dude, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. Like this, we're up to a lot of channel members, man. This is crazy. I'm sorry, channel members. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Let me go big. Let me go big. All right, hold on. Jesus, I hate this when my chat refreshes. It's such a pain. Okay, who else we got? So Kurt, KSC, Bill Camporis. Too many choices. T for Tejas. Jesus Feats. Oh, did I just say that out loud? My bad. Am I not supposed to say that? Hey, Boom Thumb McBangy Hand. What's up, brother? Finally, the real intro. Yeah, you got it. Who else we got up in here? It's good to see you, Boom Thumb McBangy Hand, by the way. Let's see. Bill, DB Cooper. Hey, ADXR920. Who else we got? Marconi, another channel member. What's up, brother? Okay. Angry Sarge, channel member. What's up, brother? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody, man. It's dope. Hey, Angry Sarge, it's dope to see you as a channel member, man. Seeing that beautiful green highlighting your name. That's fire. That's fire. Who else we got? Hey, Robert Ribbit Harrison. Ribbit. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Channel member. ADXR 920. So I'm only aware of like MDR 920 and then like was it like the DMR 920 is like the single baffle comp. I don't know, something like that. A bunch of shadow systems shit. I'm not familiar with it. I'm sorry. I'm not good at that. But they're all fire guns. So if you're rocking a shadow systems, bro, that's fire. And somebody was talking smack about Magpul Glock magazines, okay? And I get it, right? Not everybody, is down with the Magpul Glock magazines. And for real, I choose OEM every single time. Every single time. That's OEM, right? Now, as a backup, as a secondary, I'll run Magpul, but I'll only run Magpul mags that I have run that run well and run smoothly. And when somebody started talking shit about Magpul mags, somebody kicked off, I forgot who it was. So somebody out there, if y'all remember, they said, yeah, Magpul magazines suck so much that Shadow Systems includes one with every $1,000 handgun they sell. I died laughing. That was great. It was beautiful. Mike McClune, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member. Of course, too many choices. Who did I miss? Oh, did I miss one? I cannot miss a channel member. Oh, Live Life. His channel membership expired. So sorry to see that. So sad to see it. It was great while it lasted, and I'm grateful for. Okay, yes. All right. Now here's to make it worse. Okay, here's what happened. And for the person that literally just created an account called DLD Smoke Alarm, chirp. I actually replaced that battery. I found one 9-volt, and I must have replaced it with a dead or partially dead or old battery or something like that. So I was like, no, my God. So now I got to go to the store and buy a 9-volt, which who was the last time any of y'all purchased a 9-volt for any reason other than pressing it against your tongue? I don't know. I'm not familiar. The DRP. That's the one it is. That's right. Now, let's make sure that we show some love to the honorable mentions. We got Zay Goonbeam. Oh, Goonbeam's channel membership is gone too, man. So sad. So sad. It's okay. We'll reunite one day. Farmer James, what's up, brother? Sport Brand, another one of the favorite mods, if I may. PSA throws away mags with daggers. PSA throws away mags. What you talking about? Uh, Magpul mags? Or are you saying they're PSA throwaway mags? Okay, hey, if you're throwing away Magpul mags, throw them my way, bro. I'll take them all day. I run them shits. The 21 rounders, fire. Best backup magazine ever. As long as you're not carrying it like for the. So I'll rock like a handgun with like a side cart. Rocking that 21 rounder in the side cart is really tough unless you angle that joint out pretty considerably. DJ the Metalhead Mercenary. I'm on a campaign to force Magpul's hand into making metric and inch pattern FAL mags because all the other poly mags on the market are straight trash. Totally agree. 100%. Chirp. I think the gift memberships are good for a month. Yeah, they're good for 1 month. OEM mags for the win, for sure. The one bad thing about living in a townhouse, I'm literally listening to somebody bouncing a ball like thunk, thunk, thunk. But they're going to be listening to me stream until 1 o'clock in the morning. So, fuck off. Who else we got? Sport Brand, like I said, one of our favorite mods. Fatima Yames, Senor Boob. What's up? Senor Boob. His ish is gone too. Safety Harbor. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Feliz sábado, mi amigo. Sadly, nada chena member. Oops. It's all good, man. When somebody gifts memberships, like don't feel obligated to, you know, um, extend it or continue it. It's a gift, and you guys get to choose whatever you do after that. So don't feel obligated. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. Hey, Paul Revere, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Constitutional Carpenter. What up? I can't imagine having neighbors that close. You know what? So back, like years back, I used to live in an apartment. But so this is when I first like started getting like I've always been like had a mind for preparedness, but this is when I started getting like, okay, the world is gonna collapse like in my lifetime very soon, definitely gonna happen. And I started going like super crazy with like getting like how would I gain control of the entire building, right? And I found that if ish went bad and like let's say DC took a nuke, okay, I would be like on the outskirts enough to be able to survive that. And you basically need 24 hours to like decon the area to where like walking out in the air wouldn't kill you, right? And they had these catwalks in the building. So up at the very top of the building, you can actually pull down the maintenance shafts and get up into the catwalks, and you can have run of this massive. It's basically like having a loft that is like 20,000 square feet, but with no heating and air conditioning. I would have to like cut open holes in the vents and then like reroute air or something like that if we still had electricity and whatnot. But there were also, hey, you know what? There were backups in that building too. But I had vantage points, like nearly 360-degree vantage points. Like that would have been all good. Not preferred because there were 200 people in that building, but that's not a ball. That's a headboard. Yeah, thunk, thunk, thunk. Oh my God, Mike McClune just gifted 10 memberships. Are you joking? Hey, Warsaw Patriot, what's up, brother? Yo, good to see you in here, man. Hold on. Mike McClune. Brother, did you seriously just do this? Big gun on my hip, walking like I got a pulled muscle. Carry that shit because I'm not the one to fight or tussle. Hey, okay. Hold on, let me find where it's at. Hey, Bugaloo. So I think mic drop. Go big or go home, baby. Hey, Mike McClune. Everybody show some love for Mike McClune and that dude. Guys, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you so much, man. You guys are incredible. So we got Bew, Senior Bew Galoo. Who else got it? Let's see. Who else got blessed? Hey, Bob, Senior Bob. I wonder if it gave the same people. Dude, Mike, you're incredible, man. That is so baller. Again, remember, I may have to do the intro all over again. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. All right, hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. Did the same people get it? No way. No way. Bob, DLD After Dark. Look what that awesome Mike McClune just did. I know, bro. It drives me nuts that StreamYard won't tell me. StreamYard won't be like, hey, Dark, look what Mike McClune just did. If I was streaming on YouTube, it would. But because I'm streaming through a software, it won't. But the software keeps us safe for other things. And look at that, Goombeam. Goombeam, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so Goombeam is now a channel member. Channel member. Okay, let's see who else we get up in here. And hey, Ron Bear, what's up, brother? Fire Rodder, what up? Craig Licka, what up, what up? Who else? Who else? I think it gave the same people. Shogun Customs, what's up, brother? Which, by the way, guys, check out Shogun Customs. Like the work that he's done. I know I've shouted him out a few times, but I know we don't always end up here with the same people, the same time, all the time. So check out Shogun Customs Instagram, man. He does some dope stippling work, and it's some good shit, man. For real. Check it out. Who else? Okay, Man Against the Masses, better change that W4 to 10 exemptions for that check. It was funny because, who was I talking to? Hey, Safety Doc, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining us. StreamYard is terrible. It's why I'm always looking at my phone during the show. I know. So, guys, right now, because I'm downstairs, like in my literal like living room, I'm on my phone right now. I know it may not look like it, right? Because this is so beautiful, but I'm on my phone. Why have the PF45 jigs on your site when it says out of stock? Why? Oh, why have the PF45 jig on your site when it always says out of stock? Because they were in stock, and I sold like 50 of them, and I'm getting more. I'm getting more in probably this week. So thank you for your kindness and your reasonably worded question. No, they'll be back, and I was expecting to have them back last week, but they didn't come as quickly as I thought. They got hung up with shipping. So just know that a lot of people are working very, very hard just to get those jigs over to me, and it'll be worth it when I keep it on the site with a 0 on the inventory, when I can just go in and go boop, 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 put the inventory back in, it'll be back up. And an update on that too tonight. We'll have an update on that as well. But the word for tonight, I'm twice Dark's age. What the hell? Really? For real? There ain't no way. That means you're about 70, bro. That's crazy. P38. Oh, and that's right. I saw Mike Concho in here. Mike Concho, good to see you, brother. Shogun Customs had a YouTube as well. Go show him some love. Okay. I did not check out his YouTube. That's dope. Dark Doc's birthday is Monday. Hey, congrats, man. Happy birthday, man. Getting old as dirt. I'm just kidding. You're very youthful and delightful. Hold up. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Okay, so a couple things. One thing I want to hit on is that y'all know I was talking about getting a new handgun, okay? And I was like, I'm looking at the SIG 226. Then I saw the SIG 226 Elite. Then I was like, well, I kind of want the Beretta M9A3. Then I saw the Beretta M9A4. But then I was like, man, I would kind of like to have one of the older HK USPs, right? With the brush chrome slide, brush chrome barrel, all that stuff. Well, I want to let y'all know that I actually landed. What's up, JLM? I actually landed on a pistol. I found, and now that I know y'all can't run out and sneak and find it and buy it yourself because the auction is over, I found a Beretta M9A3, very, very lightly used, beautiful condition, okay? And this is, first off, I shoot Berettas crazy accurately. Like ping pong balls at 25 yards, like all day. It's crazy. Jackson, what's up, brother? Um, Not anything for the Mac, unfortunately. I am going to be expanding inventory a great deal over the next couple months. So be on the lookout, Bolo. And I'll do a DLD hardware update as well. The old M9. That's right. That's right. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. You're my boy, Blue. So I'm looking at all these, right? I found a used SIG 226 for $6.99, and it was actually a really good looking gun, good condition. But when you get a gun like that for $6.99, it's like, all right, I'm gonna need to replace the sights. I'm gonna want to replace the grip to whatever, like those elite style grips, and then I'm gonna want to improve the trigger and blah blah blah. Then I need all new kit, right? I need all new holsters, all new mag carriers, all new. I'm switching everything up. Then I look at the elite, same kind of thing, all new mags, all new, rigs and carriers, and I found a Galco Miami Classic 2 shoulder rig for the Beretta that fits the Beretta M9, standard 92 FS and the M9A1. And if it fits an M9A1, it's going to fit a 93. So hear me out. So basically, I eliminated all these other guns. The HK, it's cool, it's dope. I fucks with it. When I see it in a movie, I'm like, hey, that's dope. But I just can't, I can't bring myself to do it. Got my hands on the Beretta M9A4, and I was like, okay, solid. I don't like the platform they used for hey, Tech Money. Tech Money got one of them. That's what's up, man. Welcome to your channel member. So Tech Money, you can go thank Mike McClune for your channel membership. Butane Clan, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Yeah, see, he didn't even know, man. Look at that. This is such a beautiful thing. Go for the Beretta Dark. You'll be happy. So hear me out. So I'm going all over the place. I'm looking on Gunbroker and stuff like that. It kind of became an addiction. Like when I was off work or like at night, whatever, just like scrolling, I was looking for auctions all over the place. And I was looking for guns for sale. And I told you guys about the Mossberg 930, 14.5-inch Shockwave with the Mesa Tactical adapter, with the ergo grip, with the SBA4 brace, with the True Glow tritium fiber optic front sight for $325. And I was like, dude, that's a crazy deal. So I started looking at these auctions on Gunbroker that were from these like smaller like pawn shops, right? I come across one. It's a very lightly used, sorry, this is what I was getting at before. It's a very lightly used Beretta M9A3, okay, which honestly, the M9A4, I'm cool with it. It's the G style, so decocker only. Don't have to worry about a pesky safety. Who needs one of those anyway? Hey, Carolina EDC Reviews, what's up, brother? Another channel member. And then, yes, see, you know, Mike knows. Hey. And I'm not going to rock a red dot on it anyway, so I was like, I'm going with the A3. So I found this auction for a Beretta M9A3, which the A3s and A4s go for like a G to like $10.99. I've seen some at like $11.99, but they're not cheap. Then I came across some that were like $9.50, $9.99. So I found this lightly used one, okay? Beretta M9A3, very lightly used. It was a total of 16 magazines. 6 of the 17+1 sand, that sand resistant FDE color, okay, with the actual flat dark earth base plates. another 6 of the M9A1 17+1 black magazines, and then another 4, hold on, 6, 6, 12, 4, another 4 of the standard 92FS 15+1 magazines, right? Then I keep looking through the pictures, then I see a flat dark earth Olight Baldor Pro or something like that, which I've never owned an Olight. I'm not really about that life, but it comes with the gun, right? So an Olight Baldor Pro, I'll give it a shot, right? And then I keep going and I see like it comes with the charger and all that stuff. Then it comes with all the original shit that the Beretta M9A3 comes with. The flat dark earth ammo can, the dope little cubbies with all that shit. And then I see a set of G10 grips, like super, super thin G10 flat dark earth grips, and both original grips that come with it, and a Kydex rig that is meant to hold the Beretta M9A3 with the Baldor Pro or whatever it is. And all of that. Well, let me get some guesses. Okay, let me get for everybody in the comments, guess what that is. You know, $1,000 to $1,100-ish gun with like $600 of magazines, for real, no exaggeration, $600, depending on where they got the checkmate mags, $400 to $600 worth of magazines, a whatever $150 to $200 light, $100 or so rig, and all that. Okay, we got this. So we got a guess. 1,200, 450. What, bro? I would have been running twins if for 450. Yeah, would have done the Galco. I had already gotten the Galco Miami Classic 2 anyway because I got it for 36. No, it was $36. 56. The auction ended at $56. Hey, Ishnafis, what's up, brother? Another channel member. Did you get gifted a channel membership? 678. Okay, 700. 699. Ooh, I wish 799. 666. 450. Man, that would be so crazy. Okay, hold on. I missed some. Let me go through here. Hold up. Hold up. Too many choices. You would think it was a 40 cal. Okay, so 627 and a reach around, 750, $24,955, 950. Hey, Anthony Smith, what's up, brother? Another channel member. JC9, what's up, brother? I did. Oh yeah, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. My bad. So the auction was for $850. I was waiting for someone else to jump in at the last minute and bid it up. $850 with shipping, taxes, fees, and all that. It's like 9 something. So your boy got $1,000 to $1,100 gun. It's used though, so let's say whatever $1,000 gun, and all the original shit that comes with it, and all the grips. 16 magazines, 6 of them the flat dark earth sand. You know, I don't know why I did a air reload. 16 magazines, the Baldor Pro, all that shit for like 9 something. It was so 850 plus that is like 920 something, I think. But bro, my M9A3 was $898. Dang, new with the ammo box of 3 mags. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. I'm just so surprised that like, so the area that I live, it's an affluent area, and yeah, I'm not saying I'm affluent. Trust me, I ain't affluent, and I'm affluent in ebonics, uh, and guns usually go for full MSRP up here, right? Like if whatever, like you find a high point or something like that, guarantee that shit's 129 or 149, whatever like the full MSRP is. When Sierra Hotel occurred, ARs were selling for $2,000 to $2,500, $2,000 to $2,500. That's crazy, right? But I was just holding a Beretta M9A4 the other day at one of my local shops, and it was like $13.99. And I was holding it in my hand. I was like, damn, the double action trigger is better. The single action trigger is better. The grip is better. It's more narrow. I mean, it's perfect. The sights are better. The sights are killer. And I'm pretty sick with the standard 92 FS. Now, here's my thought. So Mike McLuhan and you guys, FBR, full blown retail. Yep, that's for sure. Same in my area. I feel bad not buying from local shops, but it's way cheaper online. So honestly, I do try to frequent, the shops and stuff like that. But honestly, man, a lot of them are balling, man. They're getting like thousands and thousands. Like they're not struggling at all. I'm only saying that because like I know the owners, and I have those types of conversations with them. I have business types of conversations with them. Now, of course, like when a company needs help, like, Dark to the rescue. Like we should all jump in and help them. Z, what's up, brother? Z, good to see you. Another channel member. My P226, I paid $599 new. What? And my 228 was $550. Guess what year I bought those in? So $550. You're probably looking at like anywhere from 98 to 05. That's what my guess is. Thank you. Thank you. As Live Life is pointed out, I am rocking the Serialist shirt. I like supporting the homies, right? And you can see on the back there. Oh, I was trying to crack my back at the same time. 98. Hey, I was right there, bro. I was right there. So my dad used to do work with like some of the googly-eyed feds and stuff. He did like computer stuff, and he had to go to Germany back in the day. And this was like probably around the time that I was born, maybe right before I was born. And he said that he was offered in Germany for him to buy a SIG 226 for $100. This is a German SIG, and that it hold on, and that it was up to him to figure out how to get it back. Hey, the end is near. Beware. What's up, brother? He just said balls. End is near. Beware of the $5 super chat. Balls, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Good to see you in here, man. Appreciate you. Bidding Ballistics. What's up, brother? I missed somebody else. Somebody said something. I don't get on there much. And the shirt. Okay, sorry, I thought I missed something. Oh, I also have the 92 and prefer the M93 grips. It's more like a 1911 profile. So I agree. But I don't like how wide and blocky the 1911 grip is. I like the grip angle of the 1911, but it's still kind of wide, right? Like I just wrapped my hands around a mil-spec, a Springfield mil-spec the other day, and I was like, man, I remember this being nicer. So the thinner you can get grips, the better, right? I want them like the thinner the better. The more straight that the back strap is, the better. But like there's something about that Beretta, right? The magazines are shorter, right? It's a 9mm. The 92 FS, they're basically like these mags right here, these 10 round mags. I'm just kidding. These are the 43X mags, but they're basically about this size. So you got a really like small package. Once you take the Beretta and you take that big hump off the back of the grip, and you just, you literally just like take a paper cutter and cut that thing off. You are left with this like perfectly straight grip that is just like, oh man, in the hands, it's crazy. And they did improve the double action trigger, and they did improve the single action trigger. And the sights are like night and freaking day better. Because my 92 FS, I can't change the sights on that shit. Like that's it. That's all she wrote. It is near. Beware. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate the super chat, my man. Rusty Shackelford, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member. Benny Ballistics, what's cracking? I'm just seeing who I missed here. Night Lucky. Wish I was by PSA. Dang, have you physically been to PSA? I buy all my ammo from PSA in store, bro. Can you grab some 357 SIG, dog? Yo, so get this. So, oh shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, the Mossberg 930 shotgun. The dude threw in like I think it was 90 rounds of 357 SIG. So I'm gonna be picking that up with the shotgun too, which may be tomorrow. Um, so I will definitely show it off. So I'll do some videos, guys. I'm super backed up on videos. I have not been doing what I was supposed, what I'm, planned on doing, and what I committed to doing as well. It really kind of all happened with the Geisler video. So if you guys notice when the Geisler dropped, I got, slammed with just like, real life, right? But also with orders. The orders for Geisler jigs were like crazy. And then orders for traditional, like the regular P80 jigs. And then also, working a full-time job and like all this stuff. And then like life and family and all that. But I had a video for the Geisler, and a lot of the video was about how brand new it is, how it's like the first set that's in the country, and it's all like boom, boom, boom. Like I literally went through and I built the Geisler, all of it on camera. And what I did is I had, one part of the video was the beginning and the explanation of the Geisler, my first impression, all that shit. And the Geisler is an excellent frame. Like I'm super impressed with it, the feel of it, the, it's hard to describe, but like the contour around the grip, it's not like a traditional Glock. Like you don't have that kind of like blocky feeling. I don't know how to describe it, but and I love the feel of a 17 grip. That's my shit. And so I did this, and then I stopped the camera right before I started building, and I was basically like, if you want the building video, you got to go get it on Instagram. And then hey, DC Donuts, what up? What's up, Dark? Hold on. What's up, Dark? I shot my 357 SIG yesterday at some pumpkins. Hell yeah, bro. That's awesome. I shot a pig with a 357 SIG, and it did nothing, basically. It just zipped right through his little ass. And it's sad because I shot him to put him down. Oh, terrible story. I'll tell you guys that story tonight, too. I may have told y'all, but remember, I got a couple other things I got to hit with you guys, too. DC Donuts, are you out in the city? Are you in Nova or the DMV or something? You don't have to answer that. I was just curious. The rear left rail has an issue though on the Geisler. I've been hearing that a lot, but I haven't been seeing that a lot. It's interesting that you say that. I've been hearing people repeat that, but then they're saying like on Reddit, people are saying, "Oh, the left rear rail is out of spec," but then they're like, "But my slide rack's on it, but it shoots, but it works." Well, then like, why is it out of spec? Like, what's out of spec with it? I had zero problems with my rails. They literally went DMV, yeah, not the DMV you're thinking about, bro. DC, Maryland, Virginia. The 40 would have ended that piggy. Just saying. Possibly. I think my shot placement was off on it, bro. It's they make a 357 with a magazine or a wheel gun. This is 357 SIG. So this is a 40 caliber cartridge that is necked down to a 9mm, which is about like 0.355. So it's because 355 sounds stupid, they call it 357. So it's 357 SIG. But and I'll get to the pig story. I promise. I didn't want to shoot the pig. I had to shoot the pig. So shit. What was I talking about? I got totally sidetracked. G20 is a beast. 357 SIG is only semi-auto. Correct. I don't know of. I think the bullet makes a lot of difference. This could be true in a lot of different things. Yeah. Oh, south. Okay, my bad. My bad. Hold on. It still functions, but it's a little jacked up. So I have a thought behind that. Like when that's what I was talking about. Thank you. So when I was putting in my rear rails, actually prior to that, when I was actually building it and cutting the rails and all, or cutting the tabs and all that, and cutting the channel and doing everything that you do during a build, I was being very mindful of not getting any polymer in the little rear like wells that the rails sink into. I think it's a possibility that like if anything, and it would be very easy for something to get back in the bottom in the back of the little well that the rails go in. If you caught any resistance sliding in that rail, it's literally supposed to go just like that, slide right in, no problem, no resistance, and I didn't have any issue with that. So when the rear left rail, yeah, that's funny. I know it's semi-auto. That's just what the marketers always call them, like a 1911 versus 38 service revolver. Yeah, it's new meme on IG. Oh God, can't wait to see it. But yeah, I just hadn't had that problem. Now I've only built the one, right? So the thing I noticed is that the rails kind of bunny eared out a little bit, but they're supposed to, from what I hear. I had to bend my left rail and clearance the right rail for the trigger bar. What? That's crazy. I hadn't heard about these issues. That's nuts. What county did this pig serve as sheriff? Oh my God. No, so to make it even worse, this wasn't like a wild boar. This wasn't an elected pig. This was a potbelly pig. This was like a tiny, adorable pet, and I had to shoot it. And I will tell the story in a second. So I did the video, like the beginning was for YouTube, so it was horizontal. When I did the build, I switched over to vertical, and I was going to put the build on Instagram, and then did the ending of it on YouTube, so I could kind of be like mash the two horizontals together as one video for YouTube, and then mash the two verticals together, the build for Instagram. Put the build on Instagram, put the opening and closing on YouTube, and then be like, yo, if you're watching this on Instagram, go check out the YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, go check out the Instagram, and that kind of thing. But I ended up just not getting it out. I got stuck like in the middle of editing, and then I got like all these other videos that I started to do. I still got the first video of me going to shoot my 357 SIG, and that's not even out. So to keep things up as much as I can, I obviously continued streaming, but also wanted to I had to continue getting shorts out, and the shorts are doing pretty well. They're getting thousands of views instead of hundreds of views. But I'll post a video of me shooting the Geisler too, just so y'all can see. So, Shooting Gallery New England, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Gallery Gang, flex. It's hard to do it all as a one-man show. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is. It's very difficult. What's up, brother? And actually, Shooting Guy in New England recently posted a video on the new all metal Smith & Wesson. So the M&P 2.0, or yeah, 2.0 all metal. Go check it out. That trigger is fire. I'm not gonna lie. That thing looks dope. Bro, I know. I actually changed that battery, and I guess it was an old battery or almost dead battery, and it's fucking chirping still, so sorry. I know. My plan was to do a short every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern, and it's just been really challenging because like I have my job that I work every single day, and then where I'm a Catholic priest. I don't know if you guys know that. And sorry, bad jokes. And then I mean that wasn't like a bad joke. That was just like a bad joke. And then while I'm like working and shit, I you know have to do the orders too. So a lot of times I'll be like working, and then I'll start like printing the order packing slips and the shipping labels, and I finally got more inventory. So I posted the inventory, and literally like they were almost out in 24 hours. I think I got a few jigs left, but if anybody is looking for jigs, if anybody is curious, I do have some Polymer 80 jigs left on DLD hardware. We're starting to expand the inventory a little bit, so you guys will see some more stuff on there. There's actually a really good deal for if someone is looking for a Glock or a Glock magazine PCC vice block. There's one on there. It's a really good quality. It's like $15 or something like that. So it goes in the magazine well. It doesn't lock into every single PCC, but it does like a clock that ticks. You got used to the chirp. Last week I stopped hearing it too. Yeah, for real. Hashtag never change. Oh, it's terrible. Bro, you act like I got a computer, man. Come on. No, my computer has been I don't even know if I should say this. It's being held hostage currently, so we don't need to get into that. But so I got the Mossberg 930 coming in, and that's going to be fire. I'm super excited about that. I got the Beretta M9A3 coming in, but that probably isn't going to be like all completed and shit until Monday. But it was time, man. It was time for a new pistol that was not a Glock. And it's interesting because like I actually no, not ransomware, separation wear. Sorry, not funny. So I was going through my Glock parts, and I've really been wanting to build another 26. And I have a 26 frame that I pulled the parts from to use on something else. And I ended up giving, I actually gave, well, let me get into that, but I helped an individual in my family become armed through the usage of privately manufactured firearms. And I love that because now I get to show somebody how to build, and then they get to learn how to build and teach others how to build and all that. And it kind of keeps the cycle going, right? And I did that with my brother. My brother wanted to, bro, me either. He said, I legit don't even notice the chirp anymore. Yeah, I had people all over the place that were like, separation wear, you know what I'm talking about. New pistol that's not a Glock. Why not Obrez? I guess a Glock 26 could be a Glock Obrez. But I literally went through my parts and I was like, okay, I got this 26 frame. Okay, I got this, and it's gray, right? I got the gray +5 EMP that's for a 19, but you can use it on 26 mags, and it fits that frame beautifully. I have it on the 33 right now. Yes, the 33, the 357 SIG Glock 33, which is the noisy cricket. That thing throws fireballs like this. The low flash ammo Throws fireballs like that. It's beautiful. And then that Liberty Civil Defense is pushing like 2,250 feet per second out of a pocket gun. So suck on that. How about that? Um, so I pull the Glock frame, Glock 26 frame. It's gray, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I have that gray +5 strike EMP. I can use that. And then I find a lower parts kit. Oh yeah, I can use that. And then I find a stainless gray looking P80 Glock 26 barrel. And I'm like, oh shit, I got that. So literally all I need to finish this build is a stripped 26 slide and a slide parts kit. That's it. And I'll have a 26. Boom, done. And this frame is good to go. Super clean. I mean, it is, one of the clean conversions, for real. I love my Glock 33. I love my Glock 33 as well. Shout out to 1776 Supply Co. that literally was just blessed me with it, and they hooked it up. They Cerakoted it, gorgeous blue titanium, because they know that I'm addicted to blue titanium. And it's funny, when I was talking to 1776, they were like, bro, I didn't even know about this, that they had a 357 like subcompact Glock. Like, that's crazy. So and I know we brought this up before, but like, if you guys would be interested in doing some sort of thing to where we could make like 10 Glock 33 kits that were completely blue titanium Cerakoted or something like that. And I'm talking about like good quality Cerakote, like all OEM, slide barrel, lower parts kit, slide parts kit, all OEM magazines. Let me know. I mean, it's basically going to be the same cost as a Glock, but you get to build it on, y'all know what I'm saying. Whatever. Hold on. Do a 26 with a 17 slide and dust cover. I was thinking about that. I actually asked Kron to send me one of the carbon fiber nylon dust covers so I can do a 1926. And he was like, yeah, I got you. And that was like a month ago. But then he hit me up like, bro, you didn't send me my jig. I was like, shit, dog. All right. So I sent it to him. And then he still hasn't sent me the the dust cover for the 1926. You could do a 1726 if you use a Gen 5 barrel, if y'all didn't know that. You talking about like the 29? 10 millimeter is just a bit much in subcompact frame. 357 SIG has similar recoil to Spicy 40. Yeah. I mean, it throws a fireball. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, you can feel the power. It's crazy. What causes trigger reset issue when there's 90% engagement? G21, my buddy, cannot get it 100% reset. So I would need a little bit more information. What causes trigger reset issues when there's 90% engagement? G21, my buddy, cannot get it to reset. Is it resetting at all? Is it a dead trigger sometimes? Is it only a dead trigger when he's holding it down, like, and it's cycling? I mean, honestly, the best thing to do is just run OEM parts. Like, a lot of times when I have issues with Glocks, I'm like, let me switch that out to OEM parts, and it just gets fixed. Like, a lot of these aftermarket Glock parts were not meant to be used with frames that were not OEM Glock frames. And I know that sucks to hear, because it's like LPKs for like $39. Went into a pawn shop a week ago. They had 4 45 round Molot 545. Jeez. Bake lights, $30 a pop. What? Bro. They were the bake lights for $30 a pop. Are you sure they weren't the new repros? Because I heard there were some new reproductions. The ones I love are the all black Circle 10 waffle 45 round 5.45 mags. Those are fire. I got a bunch of the Plum Circle 10 waffle mags. And does he have any lighter trigger or firming or I guess firing pin springs? I had that issue, switch springs, and it's all gone. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time, that's funny. Sorry, I got distracted. So, a lot of times, all you need to do is just look at what's going on inside. And I'm not trying to, like, splain or whatever people say, right? Don't viewer splain me. If you can take a back plate and like an armor's back plate and actually look at what's going on with the engagement and look at the connector, look at the engagement, see what's going on, and if it's still not resetting, so, like, if there's something stopping it from resetting, so just kind of work backwards through that. And every now and then you'll see mysterious stuff in a Glock that's like, I have no idea why this is not working. Perfect example. Strike 80 frame, right? The conversion wasn't done by me, but Strike 80 frame, just a standard all black Strike 80, and no slide can rack on it, period. Every single part fits in it 100% fine, no problem. Everything is good, but you cannot get a slide to rack over. You can't get I think it's the barrel and locking block fitment for some reason, or this is just for some reason this one is out of spec, and the position where the holes were drilled or something slightly moved the locking block to where it literally cannot get over the slide, can't get over the barrel at all. I have sat down with some of the best people in the community when it comes to Glocks, and I was going through troubleshooting with them over and over and over and over and over, dozens and dozens and dozens of times. I took 24 different 9mm Glock uppers and ran them on and none of them would rack. So I was like, okay, there's something here that's stopping it. I took out the slide lock, and then I flipped it around because I thought it was backwards. Put an OEM 19 upper on it, and it racked. And I was like, oh my God, I fixed it. What the hell? And then click, 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 click. And it was working. And I was like, oh my God. Popped it off. And I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Tried to pop it back on, wouldn't go on. Tried to pop on all the other ones, wouldn't go on. OEM, stuff, even strike slides, like everything, it just would not work. And it was completely just unexplained. And it's just sitting here defective. A Strike 80 frame is just sitting here defective, not being able to be fixed. Now, I'm hoping that I, or the person that it originally belonged to, can fix it and can use it and get used to it. I mean, I would love to have it all black, like all blacked out Strike. That'd be fire. What's up, Gertcha? Chirp, chirp. It's done. It's over. What's up? It's Elliot. Good to see you. Yeah, this is the only thing that, like, I've even had some builds that just had like random mysterious issues, and then you work backwards and you troubleshoot, you find out what's wrong, you try different things. So this is like printing, right? So we had the conversation recently about one of our viewers that was like asking for, and I'm not trying to call anybody out, I'm just having a conversation about this. Hey, what's up, Bacon? What's up, brother? And they're like, hey, I want your print settings, right? And I'll happily review my print settings with anyone. Like, I'm also not like the guru of print settings, and I use Prusa Slicer. There's a lot of other people out there that are way better than me and can explain the reasoning behind print settings way better than I. But It's kind of the same thing like that Glock, right? Like you have to, you know, use it, make something, try to run it, try to make it work, fail, take the shit off, start over again, reassemble it, rebuild it, whatever. Try it again, fail, see what's wrong with it, take it all down again and do it. And I'm talking 24 times. And then not only that, those 24 slide barrel parts kits that I was working with, I was taking different barrels and doing different combinations. So you're talking about like dozens and dozens and dozens of different combinations that I was trying to work with. So it's just one of those things. I have 45 Colts and ACPs. Bushmaster can use their projectiles when they get to reloading. Dude, I love 45 Colt. Probably one of the coolest wheel guns I ever had was a Ruger Vaquero, the Sheriff model. It was the Talo edition Sheriff model. I actually still have those grips. They're, I don't know, like $80 to $100 grips. They're like a greenish wood color, but it's like green gray with a little bit of like kind of brown going through it. They're beautiful grips. This one was the 44 mag Sheriff model, so I think that's a 3.75-inch barrel with the bird's head grips. So very, very small, very thin grips, and it was a beautiful stainless. And I mean, this thing was so smooth that like when you open up the cylinder, you don't have to half cock it. Just open up the cylinder. You can just bzzz, and it'll just sound like a Dremel. That thing was just running and running and running. Block user. There you go, bitch. Stormson, what's up, brother? Hey, John Nguyen, what up? Good to see you, my man. Sabar, what's up, brother? Good to see you. 2 channel members popping up in here. That's what's up. Somebody brought something up. So hold on. Was somebody talking about a Glock 29 earlier? Was that what somebody was mentioning? That the 29 is too much? My OEM Glock 33 slide won't rack easily with the 33 barrel on my P8027 frame. Works fine with a 40 barrel and a Lone Wolf 9mm conversion barrel. So here's an interesting thing. When I first assembled that all blue titanium Glock 33, the 357 SIG, guess what? I could barely get the slide to rack. Now, 26s specifically are way more sensitive to the front rail and the locking lugs of the barrel. They're way more prone to, one, being out of spec from polymer 80, and 2, they're way more picky, so it may work beautifully with one barrel, and it may barely rack back with another barrel. So I had the same issue. So one thing that I did is I took, because I could barely get it over, right? First thing I did was I took out the front rail locking block and the rear rail and switched it with that other frame, the gray frame that had beautiful smooth rails. Swapped those out, and then it was a little bit smoother, right? But still getting hung up pretty bad. And then I took the frame, completely cleaned it with solvent, so I got all the oils and all that shit off of it, and I got it like dry as a bone, turned it upside down, and the height was fine. Like, it wasn't the height at all. The only thing that was keeping it from cycling was the relationship between the barrel lugs and the locking block. And 99% of the times, the 26s, 26, 27, 33, that's what it is. So I turned it upside down after I cleaned it, and I put it down on some, I don't know, 800 grit, I think 800 grit sandpaper. And I just started like grinding it in there, not applying like too much pressure, because I've noticed with really high grit sandpaper, if you apply a lot of pressure, you don't get the friction that you want to polish and remove material. So just kind of, lightly, just, going over and over and over and over. And once I felt like I polished that enough. I completely cleaned it with solvent again, oiled it up. Like I said, the height of the rear rails and the front locking block were good, so I didn't have to worry about that. And I even mic'd it. I literally used a micrometer to measure it. Still, it was good. And then gave that a shot, and it, changed like a little bit, but that's not really the solution to that exact problem. It can help sometimes, though. But I continued, and I was continuing to work on it, and I literally racked it 10,000 times. And when you do it, you want to rack it like, rack it back with the trigger depressed, because it is more difficult for the slide to return home with the trigger depressed. So when you're racking it, you can slingshot the dog shit out of it and hit it to push it back in battery. And I did that, I mean, no joke, like 10 plus thousand times. Then, because I knew it was still safe enough, a little bit of, weary, dark over like not having the third pin locking in the locking block, but whatever. Took it to the range, put like 3-4 mags through it, almost smooth as an OEM. There's still a little bit of hang up, but it's so slight. Once I go put, another couple mags through it, the problem is that it cost me $140 to get 80 rounds. So now that I'm getting more ammo coming from that deal I did for the Mossberg 590, and I'm also going to be getting a viewer hit me up, and they were like, "Yo, I got 357 SIG ammo and some other shit." So I was like, "Oh hell yeah, I'll buy that shit from you." Let me see what I missed. John Crump, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I don't know why everyone is so hype over 357 SIG. It is probably one of the most overrated rounds ever. I wouldn't say most overrated rounds ever. I personally, I like it for a couple reasons. One, I used to carry a Glock 32 back in the day, so I got a little bit of like, oh my God, dude, John Nguyen, bro, you guys, I am not worthy. Thank you so much. Holy shit. John Nguyen just gifted 5 new subs. Ballin', this dude is running around starting new companies. So I see you, John Nguyen. Look at you, I see you, my pretty, my pretty. Thank you, John. I appreciate you, brother. Somebody whom I know in real life, and my man, I appreciate you so much, man. That's crazy, bro. Okay, hold on. Do I detect a swarm of new channel members? Okay, so we got Tech. John Nguyen, thank you, brother. Let's see who else we got in here. Key, I see. Oh, are we not seeing them yet? Hold on, my bad. I'm going through. I was super backed up on chat. Yeah. Hey, Live Life. Live Life is back. Dude, this was the first stream of him not being a channel member. It just turned off for him. So you just turned it back on, bro. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate you, John. You're the man. Dude, that's awesome. I'm only here because I like you guys. Don't understand DLD's Glock fetish, LOL. Getting me another 1911 after the Christmas rush on my dough. Yeah, I all hail 25 ACP. Hey, 25, we'll still go through some shit. Don't get it twisted. Part of it is that so a couple layers deep. So to finish first, the 357 SIG thing. So I'm not a 357 SIG guy, right? Like I'm a 9mm guy, 9mm 5.56, 7.62 by 39, and 12 gauge. And then of course I got like 22, 380, 38, and whatever. And then now 357 SIG and 45. But like for the most part, the core calibers are 9mm, 5.56, 7.62 by 39, and 12 gauge. That's like the armory concept, right? Get like four solid. Hey, I want to ride. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Get like four solid calibers that I can depend on, that I can stock up on. That's a reasonable amount to stock up on, and duplicate those platforms. Now, have some that like, some shotguns that are full size shotguns that I can run if needed, and some shotguns like the little 6.5 inch Serbu Super Shorty, right? Those serve different purposes, but they're the same caliber, right? So you get ammunition commonality, but you can, use them for different tasks and do different things with them, right? Like I could take that 6.5 inch barrel, 12 gauge, the Serbu Super Shorty, which is a registered NFA item, so nobody go run and chop off their barrel without paperwork. I mean, if you care about that kind of stuff. And then, oh snap, hold on, did I get, hey, Marconi, what's up, brother? But that Marconi 40 though, use code DARK. Bro, 40, 40 though. I know. I remember seeing PSR post that video, which now, sadly, I think it's deleted. Most of his videos are deleted. Um, and he was like, "Yeah, this is it's a Glock 23 slide in 40." I was like, "No." But thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate you. Oh, we got a new one. Wild Weasel. This is a new one. Wild Weasel. Well, Weasel, did you become a channel member, or were you gifted a channel membership? 22 LR is far superior to 25 ACP. My dad literally shot a beer bottle and it bounced right off. I also know of a dude that got shot in the head and it only fractured his skull. I'd rather have a stick. So I was told the same thing. Funny story. I bought a Beretta 21A, I think they are, but it was the Jetfire, the Bobcat, the 25 ACP tip up barrel. So I literally was told that the 25 ACP would not penetrate a leather jacket, and I was like, what? So I went home, and I've told this story on stream before, and I took a 25 ACP, tipped up the barrel, dropped a FMJ in there, closed it, cocked it. This is after setting up a shoebox with a piece of 1 inch pine wood at the bottom. And then I stacked up a whole bunch of magazines and books, even had some thick books in there. And then I think I had another piece of like something, like either a really thick hardback book or something like that. And I literally shot it in my bedroom as a young man. And I'll tell you what, 25 ACP, full metal jacket, went through all of it, and then it stopped in the pine board. And I mean, we're talking a shoebox is like this thick. I was blown away that it did that. And I was like, okay, 25 ACP, now it depends. That was newer ammunition in an old ass gun. It's going to depend on the ammunition. It's going to depend on the rifling. It's going to depend on, I don't know. That old ass 25 ACP ammo was literally like a lead ball that just like basically explodes when it hits you, turns into dust. So maybe it was an ammo thing. I can't tell you. I need to up my shotgun game. Hell yeah, do it, man. Dude, the shotguns, man, are the most versatile firearms on the planet. I'll tell you, like shotguns, you can throw a slug in and reach out, very accurately, 75 to 100 yards, no problem. Okay, so the guy I know that got shot was shot in the early 70s with soft point ammo. Okay, so that could be it. 25 ACP is possibly sketchy ammo. What's up, Chuck Norris? Dude, Chuck Norris, I keep forgetting to send that shit out for you, bro. It's just sitting up there. I'm so sorry, but I you know what? I will put in my calendar to send it out Monday. no ifs, ands, or buts. And I found the other one, Judas Priest 666. He was the other one too. So I'll take care of both y'all, man. I apologize about that. It's important to me to like, part of integrity is doing what you say you're going to do, and sometimes I suck at that. But yeah, I apologize. No, don't send me that. Don't. Hey, Guns from the Grave, what's up, brother? He's got channel membership too? Were all these gifted? Dude, you guys are incredible, man. Best fucking community ever, man. Shotguns also mean less carry ammo, so that's the other piece. Great versatility, but way too heavy for what's probably coming. So, good point. So it all depends on the application, right? So, sorry, what I was going to say was, slugs, you're reaching out 75 to 100 yards with a 70 millimeter projectile that is like basically a soda can going, 1350 to 1550 feet per second. And then you can throw in some triple-aught buck, some 3-inch 15 pellet double-aught buck, 2 3/4 inch, double-aught buck. You could throw in some number 4 buck. You could throw in some, which are basically .177 BBs. Depending on what you're doing, you can actually reload shotgun shells like with nothing other than a can of .177 BBs and a dowel, a dowel rod, ripped off piece of cloth for wadding, and a 12 gauge slug is essentially 50 caliber. Yeah, it's basically like getting hit with a muzzle loader, but a muzzle loader that you can reload very quickly. And then you could do some number 7 or 9 shot, have some super, super fine, bird shot or field ammo. But that's the thing, like, there are a lot of benefits to that, because let's say you have an 8-shot shotgun, all right, 7+1. And let's just say it's an FN SL, what is it? FN SLP? Is it SLP? Shit, what is it? I can't remember. The 10-rounder, right? So let's just say you have the FN SLP, whatever the fuck it is, okay, 10-rounder. And let's say you can fit 8 rounds of 3-inch shells in there, all right? 8 rounds, 7+1, 8+1, whatever, who cares? Of 3-inch 15 pellet double-aught buck that are about 32 ACP sized ammo ish, that are going 1350 feet per second. When you pull the trigger, bang, once at a let's say 25 yards, that is like throwing a Glock 19 magazine at somebody. You're hitting it with 15 pellets. Now, you're not putting all of them in the same place. I mean, there's flight control, there's other variables here, but let's just say each round is essentially like dumping a Glock 19 magazine at somebody, a 32 ACP Glock magazine at somebody. And if you got 9 of them, that's a hefty fucking load. That's no joke. But once you run through all 9, your range is, at tremendous risk of, losing. You're losing ballistic effectiveness at a tremendous range. Like, if you have an AR, or a tremendous level, if you have an AR at different ranges, if you have targets at 10, 25, 105 and 175, you can just make slight adjustments, and that cartridge is going to be at least moderately effective for all of those targets. With a shotgun, you're only taking down 2, maybe 3 of those targets, depending on what ammunition you have, and you're going to need to be of present mind and awareness to be like, okay, I'm running my gun. Once I run the gun cold, then I open it up and I breech load a slug, because that target is 100 yards away or whatever the fuck. It's like, that's a challenging thing to remember how to do, right? That's why, like, on my what's it called, the uh, side saddle, sorry. On the side saddle, my slugs are sitting in one direction, my buckshot are sitting in the other direction. So I can at least remember as I'm going through training, I can remember, okay, shit, my slugs are this way, so I reach up and over, or my buckshot, so I'm reaching go and under, like whoop, like that, and I'm running the pump. I'm a pump guy. Not to say anything bad about semis, I think they're great, but man against bro, we got this badass shit called soap now. But yeah, city guys are soft. Um, but again, shotguns are great for certain applications. I would feel really uncomfortable like walking outside of my home with a scattergun, shotgun, if I didn't have at least an idea of what I was running into, you know? Let me get another drink though. Hold on. Okay, my bad, y'all. Yeah, so if Barton Fink, what's up, brother? So if I didn't have at least a decent idea of what situation I was running into, going out with a shotgun, it could be extremely limiting. That's why I kind of like the Cerebus Super Shorty, because on my plate carrier, so let's say I go out and I got my, the Dark 18, the Maverick 88, shout out to the Mossberg Maverick Model 88 crew. If you know about the $199 glory that this mofo right here is talking about, you know that you got a $200 shotgun that you can run into the dirt and it will just come back asking for more. It's incredible. Personally, I don't run the mini shells. I feel a little weird about it. See, we got some. See, y'all know. That's how you know a true gun dude that doesn't have a lot of money. But when you're like that, you're like, okay, I need to get, everything I can. I need to get the best shit that I can get for the least amount of money that I can, that I can spend. So for me personally, like that's why when those primary arms, for me personally, anything primary arms is fieldable. Like anything that primary arms makes, I am comfortable taking that out in the field, right? Field, duty, battle, whatever people want to call it, right? I think it is of high enough quality that I would go use that if shit went bad, right? Well, Primary Arms, they released that. Jesus Christ, what do I got up here? Woo! Sorry, y'all. Primary Arms released that SLX RS10, which is the Doctor Cut red dot, and I've been keeping an eye on that for a while. And I'm like, man, it's $199. Like it is such a great deal. I'm going to pull the trigger on it. I'll probably put that on the Strike slide because the Strike is multi-cut. You can run an RMR, you can run, whatever, Doctor Cut, RMR cut, all sorts of shit on it. And then I saw that they had a Blim model for $139, and I was like, hold up. I literally clicked on it and I went to go add it to my cart and it said sold out. It was like, bro, that was like 10 seconds. Literally sold out 10 seconds. So I totally forgot that I had put a remind me if it comes into stock thing. Bro, I swear to God, I literally got an email, was like, boom, got it, like right away. So that, I'll run that on the Strike, or I'll run that on like a low Picatinny mount on like the Scorpion or something, which I currently have another primary arms on, which is the primary arms T1 micro clone. I'm sure glad Dark didn't have an anal irritation. Yeah. Bring that right up to the camera for you. So, one thing I did want to mention is that where I'm going to say is not throwing anyone under the bus, okay? I think it's important that if something is discussed on my show, that we at least address it later so that everybody's, you know, on the same page. So hang on, let me see what I missed. I had to change his connector, and it's feeling like 100%. I put in the USMC Ghost connector in the Johnny Glock's combat system. It's not only lighter of a pull, now appears to be resetting. Yeah, primary makes good shit. I see that adapter. Yeah, so I got the, I originally had that 8.21 micro clone on my 10.3 inch Dark 18, right? And I took that off when I got the Cyclops 1X Prism with the ACSS reticle with the BDC and all that. And once I fully understood what it was for, once I fully understood that the purpose of that is to be used to measure the torso of a man to gauge their approximate distance to be able to get your holdover in a matter of a second or two to be able to shoot somebody between their face and the dick at 1 to 400 yards away. That is some baller ass shit right there. I'll take that all day. So I took the 8.T1 microclone or whatever the hell it is. It is. This is Perrier, a French story since 1863. Bro, I am a seltzer whore. Like I saw when I jumped into one of my streams from like a few days ago or something, and I think it was Techno Man said something like, "Yo, is dark drinking Perrier, that bougie bitch?" I thought that was funny. So, what was I saying? Dude, I get distracted so easily. There's so much going on in the stream, y'all. Yeah, so I when I found out what the ACSS reticle was actually designed to do, I was like, oh my god, I need this. I found the primary arms Cyclops 1X Prism, and I put that on the Dark 18, put the T1 Micro on the Scorpion. The Scorpion's got that binary trigger, and woo, that thing is fire. That thing runs like a champ. Costco has a great deal on their brand of seltzer water. Yeah, I am a total like seltzer snob, bro. Not a snob. Like I have like half a dozen kinds of seltzer in my fridge. I have not had like actual water, like just water, in probably years. Years. Okay, I drink seltzer and coffee. That's it. I have not had just regular ass water in years. I don't even know. I had to ask my doctor if that was even healthy. Hey, 1776 Supply Co. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Sorry, I'm seeing who else I missed. Topo Chico. Dude, I was literally just drinking a Topo Chico. That's the shit. Okay, so get this. So, I don't know if it's in good taste to say anything or anything like that, but I want to bring something up. I think it's kind of important, and it's perfect timing because 1776 Supply Code just came in here. But also, can we take a second and say, holy fuck, they posted Glock kits. Some are like $400, like $399, or like $449, or like 400. Some are under 400, and like a Glock 43 kit for 400 or something like that, and like a Glock 34 for 450, like crazy cheap. And I know these are all going to move like that. So if you guys are looking for any parts or any kits, like these are full kits. The only thing they don't have is jig, drill bits, templates, instructions, and all that stuff, because I know they're following all the rules, laws, regulations, restrictions. Damn! Okay, I was wrong. The full kit for the 17 is $350. Dude, do you guys remember when we used to buy P80s for $150? Now look at this. Like, if you just look at that alone and say, oh, well, 150 of that is the frame. Like, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm sorry, I didn't want to. What's up, Windex? Hey, Windex is a channel member. So, yeah, Screaming 17 for crazy cheap. Hell yeah. So, yeah, I think that was that was either John or Mike McClune, one of them. So you are now a channel member, channel member. So yeah, times have changed, and the fact that you can get a kit now and then just find somewhere else to get a jig from, you know what I'm saying? Crazy cheap. And I didn't want to say the wrong pricing, right? So I just wanted to give like an idea, but sub $400 for a complete Glock kit is fucking bonkers. That's crazy. So I'll probably pick up a couple before the weekend's over. I know I can't stop building Glocks. I can't stop building them, and they're all gonna be blue. You know it. Congrats on episode 250. That's huge. Well, John Nguyen, today is also November 5th. Okay, and thank you. John Nguyen is one of the guys that bought 5 memberships and gifted them out randomly to the community. So thank you. So today is episode 250. Today is also November 5th. And a lot of you guys that are, been here for a while, you know a little bit about my story. And you guys know that, I used to, some time ago, and for a very long time, I've struggled with substance abuse previously in my life. In a previous life, we'll say it that way. Well, November 5th, 2010 was my first clean day. It was when I decided to stop doing drugs, when I got clean from opiates, and I stopped shooting heroin. And it's pretty brutal to say it like that, but it's the truth. I have not done drugs since November 4th, 2010. So November 5th, 2010 was my first clean date, and it is now November 5th, 2022. Today, I am 12 years clean. That's just bananas. Like, that's crazy. And the fact that I get to spend it with my daughter, and, I'm that's why when I started the stream and I said, oh, speaking of my daughter, hold on. No, she's good. That's why when I started this stream and I said the word of the day today is gratitude, right? Like, gratitude is not only the highest form of energy, but gratitude is like, you'll never be let down when you're always coming from a place of gratitude, right? Like, I hear a lot of people say all the time, they're like, Dark, you are like the most patient person I know. I hear some people say, like, Dark, you have like steel running through your veins. You like get news and just don't move. You hear shit, you're told shit, and it's just like, okay, what am I going to do? What's the solution and what's the plan? Because I just don't, I may bitch about shit or whatever, but I don't really get like mad at shit, Thank you guys. I appreciate all y'all, man. You guys are incredible. And you know what, though? And thank you for all this, man. I seriously, I appreciate all you guys, man. Y'all mean a lot to me for real. Dang, Key ASC with the 12 years, bro. Thank you, man. You didn't have to do that, brother. Dude, that means a lot to me, man, for real. You know what? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna break it up into quarters, and I'm gonna go to the strip club, and I'm just gonna start pegging quarters at every stripper I see. I'm just kidding. No, but thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. All you guys, thank you. And here's oh, whoops! Don't block bending ballistics. Um, and here's the thing. So somebody reached out to me, and they were like totally unprovoked, right? Like I didn't say like, "Hey, today's my." Oh, Jeff Cron, you too, brother. Thank you. $12 a year, man. Thank you. 12 years. It's crazy. Guys, thank you so much, man. You guys don't have to do that, man. I'm seriously, I'm super grateful for all you guys, man. For real. Like you guys, we got almost 60 people in here right now, and you guys, you have no idea how much like this means to me. Like this helps, drive purpose. This helps drive like a lot of me, and honestly it's like therapy. I get to come and have conversations and be focused, and I get to talk about what I love to do. The one thing where like my mind is just like zen is when I'm on the bench and when I'm building something, and being able to talk about it, and talk about guns and gear and building and a lot of the other shit that we talk about too. Like that means a lot to me. Like to me, that is therapy. So you guys are saving me a fortune in therapy. No, I'm kidding. But thank you though. I dark focused? What? Um so what shit, what was I saying again? um Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. For real. Um remember the 5th of November. Hell yeah. Where you live, man? I'm in Southwest VA, but used to live in Charlottesville for like 20 years. I wouldn't ever have used a 308 there unless frags. Unless I don't think I copied. Um, I'm closer to like think of like where Alexandria and shit like that is. I'm a little more up north. Um, but getting back to it, sorry, and I have other things I want to tell you guys too. I got to tell you guys the. Oh my God, John Nguyen, more quarters for the dancers, bro. Thank you, thank you. You guys are incredible, man. For real, man. This is and you guys are too much, man. Thank you. My anniversary with the ex-wife was November 5th. Damn, you'll never forget it. 1776 full build kits. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you, y'all can save these $12 chats and go back. Thank you. See, that's why I need y'all. If y'all save these $12 chats, you can put that towards some of these 1776 full build kits. Which, by the way, who else do you know selling full build kits? You don't see them. It's not happening because people are scared to do it. You know what 1776 said? They came in, they dropped their nuts on the table, and they were like, fuck y'all. We're selling kits, bitch. Of course, with no jigs, templates, instructions, or tools, and all that. John Nguyen, brother, my brother, thank you. Appreciate you. We got to get up again, man. We got to do like, little lunch, dinner, coffee, drinks, shooting range, something. I actually want to do. Hit me up offline. Let's talk about a training course out your way that I would like to do. So yes, so the kits. So the pricing on kits is crazy right now, and for $350 to be able to put together a Glock 17, man. And the Glock 17 is like that's the boog gun, right? Like that's something that you throw the 19+1 in and just tuck it in your waistband and just like fuck it. Oh no shit, you lived in Tyson's Corner as a kid? That's what's up, man. I grew up going out to Tyson's 1 and Tyson's 2. That's what's up, man. Um, oh yeah, that's right. The injunction. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Do something when the ATF says you're allowed to. Just kidding. Just kidding. A little jab. Little jab. So, show 1776 some love. Go get some kits. These are not going to be available at this price for a long time, for real. And I'm going to keep building their shit. And their True Shot lower parts kits have been fucking fire. Those things have been running like a champ. So you match that with, you know, their, you guys have seen them, man. The Goon, the G19 full. Oh, snap. Damn, I thought it was more, man. That's G19 full kits for $380. Dark, are you really charging enough for jigs? No, I'm not. I actually brought the price up $5. I'm not charging enough. And I mean, like, I could bring the price up, but I don't know. I just want to be able to give them to the community. I'm not making a lot of money on this, and people are like, yeah, but if you do the math, that's like, $1 bazillion. No, it's not, because I've spent like $6,000 on shipping. Seriously, like, so most of the money that comes from selling these 530 jigs goes into, I just cut the shit out of myself. Goes into one, the cost of the jigs, and two, the cost of shipping. It's crazy. So, hey, Rusty Shackelford, brother, $12 super chat. Thank you for the 12-year anniversary. Can't buy kits where I live anyways. Congrats, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you for real, man. You guys are the real OGs. Thank you. All y'all. I mean, there's a lot of real OGs all in this chat. I'm just saying that all y'all are the real OGs. But, yeah, so back on this. If you guys remember, and again, what I'm going to say is not to defame anybody or say anything negative about anyone. We got almost 60 people in here, and I know that, this may stir up a little something, but I would not feel like I was being in integrity if I didn't say something. Okay, it's like having season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then not airing season 10. You have to air season 10, right? You can't not air the last episode. All right. So again, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I'm just saying there are things that happened and there are things that didn't happen. So let's talk about truth, facts, and information. Okay. So there was an issue. I'm Odiono. What up, Dark? What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Odiono. Sorry, I'm just trying to see how you say your name. There was an individual that came and joined our chat, and we were having a conversation about chargebacks. And I was saying that chargebacks are a huge problem for small businesses and family-owned businesses. And I was saying that it's important that if you're going to do a chargeback and say that something is, fraudulent activity, it better be fraudulent activity, right? For the people that are running around and they're like the people that I had to deal with, they're coming on my website, they're ordering product, they're getting the product, receiving it, opening the package, keeping it, and then calling their bank and doing a chargeback. And not only do I lose the product, but I lose the money that they paid. I lose out on any profit, I lose any potential profit that I would have had, and I get an additional charge on top of that. Now, that sucks for me, right? But think of somebody like a firearm company selling parts and things like that. They have a record for their merchant processor. if they get chargebacks, that is used against them and they are charged, and they could lose their merchant processor. They could lose their capability of doing business and bringing home income. On quick commercial break. Z? November 5th, 1605, Guy Fawkes Night. Just a little history. Hold on, November 5th, 1605, Guy Fawkes Night. Just a little history. I may have missed that. I'm telling. Hey, Night Strike, what's up, brother? Dude, Night Strike, I totally forgot to get back with you on that thing we were talking about. So let's chat later. DLD, I told you that's how these scum operate, bro. I know, man. I know. We're about to touch on it. Zeef, I should call you, my brother. Thank you for the super chat. You may have to school me on that history, though. I am not hip. So these companies, because they're selling, firearm parts and firearm frame blanks and things like that, they're placed in this category where they are already at they're what's it called when they're already basically on suspension when they start working with these merchant processors, right? And oh no, never that Night Strike. I've just been super distracted. So they're basically starting on what's it called when you go to a school and you start on fuck, I'm totally drawing a blank. I'm sorry, I do this shit all the time. But basically they're starting with derogatory marks against them. So they go and they finally find somebody that says they're 2A friendly, right? And then they get a chargeback, and then all of a sudden that counts against them. So they're losing money, right? They're losing the product, and they're losing the money, and they're getting hit with an additional fee on top of that. And it's more than say I would deal with. We're talking a lot more, and we're talking shipping is way more, everything is way more, and they will lose their merchant processor. Okay, they will lose their livelihood. Chargebacks are way more serious than people. Oh, there may just be some people here and there. No, this is a serious problem. And the reason that I was mentioning that in the live stream is because it's so much of a problem that companies are going out of business. Okay. One guy did a chargeback for me, and it would take me 11 or 12 jigs to be able to make up for that one chargeback. Now, I am talking about for me to sell an 11 or 12 jigs just to make up for the gross amount of what happened. Don't even get me started on the net amount. Now, like we talked about, I'm not doing this for money, right? I'm not doing this to stack up a bunch of money. I'm doing this so we can continue to push, the building of polymer 80s and modern firearms in the privacy of one's own home, okay? But to give an idea, that's for me with an average transaction of $40. Okay, think of someone like Supply Co. and these companies, right, that we're talking about. We're talking about if someone buys a Gucci $700 kit, and they get that $700 kit, and then they do a chargeback, they lose the $700 kit, they lose the $700, and then they get a big ass fee on top of that. It's bro, you can do the signature upon delivery, but that's not, dude, it is almost impossible to win a chargeback. It happens sometimes, but you basically need a recording with you and the person together side by side. Yep, yeah, I went on dark site and I ordered it and I erroneously, it's almost not even worth it, man. It's crazy. Oh, I know, right? There's a lot of new shit coming out for that number 4. But sorry, let me get through this real quick. I want to stay focused. Hang on. So yeah, it's bad for me. It's on a whole nother level for somebody like Supply Co. And it's happening more often and more often, more often. Personally, I think it's because we're starting to do business a lot more with the newer generation, right? That that doesn't value money, that doesn't value service, that doesn't value small business. They don't value community. They're the people that are posting shorts with their, $400 Glock with a Glock switch on it and shit like that. Like, it drives me nuts, man. They're not kind. They don't care. It's ridiculous. But okay, so as I'm doing this live stream saying that if somebody feels like it's an opportunity, it's a time for them to do a chargeback in a transaction, you need to do your due diligence, right? You need to check in with the company. You need to go as far as you can to where chargeback is the absolute last thing. I've only done a chargeback one time in my life, and that was for like a $1,400 plane trip, three tickets, and I lost that, by the way. But that's because airlines don't care about anything. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. The thing is I was saying that if you're going to do a chargeback, you need to do your due diligence. You need to make certain that you are in the right, okay? Once upon a time, if you called your credit card company or your bank and you said, hey, bank, this charge is fraudulent, they would be like, cut up the credit card, cancel everything, cancel your monthly subscriptions. You got to do this. We're going to send you a new card. We're going to overnight it. It's going to be a new thing. Then you got to cancel all your subscriptions. Then you got to call all your new subscriptions and give them all a new credit card number and all that. Now, for some reason, in 2022, when you call and say, hey, this is fraudulent, they say, okay, because they get to hold on to your money for that 45 to 90 days or whatever it is, and they get to make money off of your money. Yeah, they'll put the money in your account holding as pending, but you don't actually physically have it. But anyway, so there was a person that came in while we were having this conversation about not doing chargebacks. And then somebody came in and they said, oh yeah, I bought a SIG fire control group from 1776, which technically you can't. They have another company called Freedom Co., which is an FFL. And they bought it from them. They gave them a really good deal. It was a $90 SIG, serialized SIG Sauer fire control group, not a MUP, not something that gets shipped to your door, something that actually goes to an FFL. And from what I've heard, the series of events went like this. Basically, the order was made, and they gave them a discount, only charged them $90. Then I don't know how long, but some time went by without it being shipped. They realized it, and they called the customer and said, hey, just want to let you know, we took whatever it was, 4 days or whatever, and it hasn't shipped yet. Our bad. We're going to go ahead and ship it now. We're going to 2-day it to your FFL. And he picked his FFL and all that. And they said, because of the inconvenience, we're going to throw in a box of 50 jacketed hollow points, not a little box of 20 or 25 or whatever, a 50 round box of 9mm jacketed hollow points. We'll throw it in there for free. We'll pay the shipping on it and all that, just because of the slight delay in shipping the item out to you. So they're like, wow, okay, cool. Like, great thing, that, you're one of the Globies. We want to take care of you, right? You're part of the Dilders. So then they say, like I said, your item will be shipped. It will be arriving at the FFL that you selected in 2 days, because you have to 2-day firearms, handguns, whatever. So they send it to the FFL, and it arrives in 2 days as promised, because that's the shipping that you have to do for firearms or handguns, at least, I know. And it sat there, and it sat there, and it sat there, and it sat there for, it sounds like, about a month. So when the individual did a chargeback to 1776 Supply Co. or Freedom Co., they called them, I guess, on a day that they were closed and did a chargeback. while the item was sitting at their FFL. Didn't call the FFL, didn't follow up with them, didn't have a conversation with them, didn't pick up the multiple phone calls and voicemails from the FFL saying, yo, dog, your shit is at the FFL. Like, your shit is here. The shit that you ordered and asked to be sent here is here. And they didn't go pick it up. And they did the chargeback. And they left a negative review. So I wanted to bring that up and say it because the problem is that you can't take back shit that you say, right? So when you come into a live stream and you say, hey, yo, I did a chargeback on this company because this company sucks, or this company didn't do this right, or this company took too long to ship, or whatever. Like, you're putting a perspective in front of other people now that they can't take away, right? Like, you cannot go back and remove that experience from those people that saw that for the first time, that maybe never ordered from 1776. Their responsibility in the transaction was done at that point, right? So you can't go back and say, like, the people that saw that, you can't go back on that, you know? Well, I don't think my story is biased. I said I'm giving the information as it was given to me. I mean, if it's different than what I've described, you let me know. And like I said in the beginning, I'm not trying to call anybody out. I didn't say your name or your username or anything like that. I was just saying I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I was just explaining it because the problem is that all those people that were in there's about 60 people in the chat, you know, when they see you guys saying things like that, you can't take that back when all of them see that. Who is closed on Mondays? I don't know. Was it the holiday that was just on a Monday recently? I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not trying to say anything negative about you. I was just trying to bring this up to showcase the other part of the 60 people that heard all the things that you said. They should hear that the item was shipped. That's all I was saying. And if they were closed on a Monday when you called, I mean, I can't. I almost didn't even want to say anything about this, but it's hard for me to not bring that up. And it's nothing about you or 1776. Obviously, I got loyalty to them because they've been, you know, great with me. Like, I've never, I mean, like, I just ordered an FFL item, and I've talked to them 3 times, you know. So I think, hold on. Sorry, I got a message. So I think something had to be said after that total blow up where you guys were going back and forth, you know. Like I said, I wasn't trying to shit on you, bro. I was just explaining what was explained to me. They contacted me 3 weeks after I ordered it. Apologized for the late delay. Yeah, and then they said that it would be arriving to you in 2 days because it's a firearm going to the FFL that you selected, and that they were including a free box of 50 rounds of jacketed hollow points. Freedom Co. is closed on Mondays so that we can be open on the weekends. Okay. Yeah, so here's where stuff goes bad. I went to my FFL 2 weeks after that. Hold on. Went to my FFL 2 weeks after that call from 1776. they had received nothing. Not again. Okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have commented on this. Like I said, I having 60 people in here, you know, have you say, I bought something and this company never shipped it, and I did a chargeback and left a bad review. That's something you can't take back. So I felt like it was the right thing to do to say that it was shipped. Barbershops and hair salons are closed Mondays also, since they are open Saturdays. That's fair. Yeah. And I mean, business hours are individual to a business, right? So if you look up a business, like if you Google a business, it says, open Tuesday through Sunday, or whatever it is, right? But I think that you got to call the FFL. Like that's who's responsible when shipping a firearm. The FFL is the one that receives it, is the one that you go do paperwork with. You know what I mean? Like, again, I'm not trying to resurface the whole thing and have like the no you didn't, yes I did, kind of thing back and forth. I felt compelled to speak on that. And I don't trust some of what I use in tight quarters. Ain't how many times do I have to say just fucking me, man? I'm not sure. That may be a side conversation. Hey, sometimes I cook something that will last all weekend. Okay, this is Jackal. I don't know why, but I want one. I also want a Jackal. Secretly 1057. I just found one that was $8.99 used, barely used, the other day. How about them World Series champs, the Astros? Yeah. Binning, I just use them, bro. But I do understand. I love the kids we are forced to raise and my neighbor's kids. That's all. I use what I trust. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, brother. They'll say safe, keep shooting. You got to get up at 3 in the morning. Who in the hell gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Your channel dark. My channel is closed on Sundays. Personal opinion of mine is you. Oh God. Personal opinion of mine is you are a cunt if you charge back a company that ships a legitimate product. The issue is people living in the instant gratification world. Later night. Peace out night. Wishlist guns sound off. Not my barbershop. They're open Monday through Saturday. Let me see. Sorry, I went backwards, y'all. Just found out a local Chinese takeout is closed Mondays. Crazy times we live in. QASC. That's great. So what's your favorite food, guys? Yeah. That's cool. Your channel dark. Sounds like Buddy threw a mega bitch fit over a delayed $90 purchase he was going to get free ammo with. A woman, so it depends on okay, so that's the thing. Like, sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on chat. Okay, DLD after dark. You got any printed builds? What kind of fat ass question is? I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I do. 1776 respect. DLD after dark. Any tips for 37 millimeter? I got a lot of tips for 37 millimeter. All right, so here's the thing about the situation, right? So I don't want to put anyone in, in a bad. I don't want to paint anyone in a bad light, right? I just wanted to explain the situation as it was explained to me. I would feel remiss if after that big exchange where people were going back and forth and saying things that you can't take back, right? Like if you guys had a tiff in the comments, right? and they say like your username, and they say that, oh, you're a this, this, that, and the other, whatever. No one's going to take that and apply that to your actual life, right? You can't take back the impression that 60 people had that day when you make that allegation towards 1776. That affects their business. The negative feedback affects their business. Then people going on Reddit and stuff like that, it all adds up. So when he told me what had happened, when I inquired, hey, what happened with my viewer that had a situation with you? I was just asking because I care about all my viewers, right? I think it's reasonable for me to ask, and I just had to bring it up. But you know, maybe I should just mind my own fucking business. DLD After Dark. I think I may have to have Men Against the Masses make a meme for me, like DLD After Bagel Bites. I actually ate a whole sheet of bagel bites while I was on the GD Bacon's stream one night. I have to literally get scammed all the way to do a chargeback, like stolen car number charges from out of state. Yeah, no, I know. All right, now I'm changing the subject because now it's weird and uncomfortable. Yeah, so really quickly though, as promised, well, Chuck Norris, part of that is because I can't right now be my typical, like, high energy self, like, oh my God, and all loud, because I got my daughter this weekend and she's like right there sleeping. So that's why I'm not in the gun room, and that's why I'm here speaking quietly. Otherwise, it's a little bit more difficult for me to lull you asleep. Yes, 37 millimeter. I have a lot of recommendations for 37 millimeter. And as a matter of fact, I have a lot of recipes of things that you can use for your 37 millimeter. So depending on what you want to do with it, there's a lot that you can do with your 37 millimeter and stay, lawful, and just stick to flares, signals, smokes, stuff like that. Okay, here's the other thing. So the pig, I had to shoot a pig. I told you guys that I would have that conversation with you. I don't like Mondays, January 29th, 1979. Brenda Spencer. God. Email, Discord. Yeah. Shoot a message in Discord or something like that. So, I used to go to this place that we would call the Cabin. Now, this is when I was like 21 to like 25, probably. And it was a party spot. So, you know what? Fuck that. Hold on. This is more important than this. And I got to be honest, I'm having a really difficult time dealing with it because it's one of my viewers that I care about, right? But this is also a company that I care a lot about too, that I want to support, that I feel obligated to support. I think we should have both of them come on the stream and just have a conversation about it. Not fight, not argue, not go back and forth with bullshit. Just have a conversation. Let me know if y'all agree. It's hard for me to walk away and just be like, all right, moving on, Like, no. What could go wrong? 2 men enter. PWEDC quick draw competition. 1 man leaves. We were so close. I had a thumbtack in my shoe once. every time I take a step back. Oh, it was great. Cage match, yes. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm done. So I'm not saying don't be safe or knowledgeable in your surroundings. You should really look up penetration depths of common calibers and self-defense distances. It's an excellent point. Do the deal or spin the wheel. Really thought my story would have derailed it. All right. I recently bought a toxic patch kill item and it came 5 minutes late. I complained and did a chargeback, and the owner flew 3,000 miles to touch me in the nose and force feed me pudding, asshole. Oh my God. This is going great. Wow. Oh God. Okay. All right. All right. Back to the pig. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to go because you guys are the worst and the best at the same time. Okay, so there's this place called the Cabin. All right. Now the Cabin was a place where it was a beautiful home, but it was built like a cabin, half an hour outside of like civility, or no, civility, civilization. Sorry. Yeah, civility is how we act with each other. Anyway, far away. And we'd go out there, we'd have bonfires, fist fights, not like scheduled fist fights. I mean, like when shit got bad, nobody was coming, nobody was calling the police. You were out there on your own. If you got hurt badly enough, you were dying there because you're, an hour away from a what do you call it, ambulance, and went out there. There was this one girl who had a pet pig, cutest little thing. The girl, cutest little thing. She would literally walk around with this pig, and the pig was adorable, tiny little potbelly pig, and it was like, I don't know, man, one of the cutest little things in the world, and it was so odd to see this hot chick rolling around with a pig. But the pig was so nice, it was so calm, it was so like docile, it was incredible. And then one day she brought the pig. Hey guys, it's me again, just checking in. Chirp. Uh, One day she brought the pig to the cabin. Well, why is that a problem, do you ask? Well, Dark, at the cabin, the owner has a dog. What kind of dog, Dark? Well, the dog is a Mastiff Hound. If you have ever seen a Mastiff Hound in person, do me a favor and in chat, put in the emoji. Okay? Does the story end with bacon? Pretty much. Chirp. So we go there, and almost the whole night we are having to keep the dog from completely obliterating this tiny little potbelly pig. And she went like for a while, she like would just scoop him up and like hold him, right? But she had to play beer pong and stuff like that. So like we are all desperately trying to keep the pig and the dog away from each other. And I tell her, I'm like, Sam, your pig is going to die. Like it is absolutely going to die. If you don't get your ish together, it's going to die, right? So I go outside, smoke a cigarette, because back then I was smoking cigarettes, and I hear this noise through the window that is like the sound of like three cats a dog and a man like fighting in a trash can. It was the worst sound I ever could have heard. And it was like wang, 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 and like thrashing and like dude, it was such a terrifying sound because at first I didn't know what the sound was, and hearing it like all at the same time and hearing like the pig was screaming and you heard the of the dog, but I couldn't make out the two individually. I just heard the loud ruckus right through the window. So I go and I'm like, oh my God. And I, of course, like, right. And then I flick it. I go inside, I open the door, I look to the left, and it's guts. It was bit right below the ribs, and it was like ripped out like it was bad. And the guts were like partially pulled out, but it was like really thin skin covering like 2/3 of it. So there's no way it could have survived, but it wasn't like entrails all over the place, right? It was not survivable for the pig because it had puncture wounds in the neck and stuff like that. And a few people knew that I carried a handgun. Hey, what's up, Garrett Black? 777. And a couple people know I knew I carried a gun at the time. So they were like, dude, this pig is in here screaming. It is bleeding. And the Mastiff Hound was put away in the crate. Why wouldn't you put the dog away in the beginning, bro? Like, what? I was literally walking around the whole time like, dude, that dog is going to kill that pig, right? Go outside, smoke a cigarette. Dude, pig was literally opened up. And its like skin was like stretched and it was so bad. And guts were like popping out. You could see it. And the pig was just screaming and whimpering the whole time. And they brought it out. One of the guys that was like with the girl at the time, because we kind of all spent our time with that one girl, you know what I'm saying? She was that girl. And he kind of like grabbed her and he was like, yo, like say goodbye, and like walked her away because it was pretty intense. And we're all like looking at the pig and they're like, yo, Dark, you strapped? And I was like, yeah, I'm strapped. And I had the Glock 32, 357 SIG with the Laser Max guide rod. So like, you click the guide rod or the guide rod on and the laser shines out, right? And it was pretty dope. Now it's stupid. Like I would never do that now. But back then it was dope because lasers on guns were like, whew, and you don't have to change the holster, right? And story time with DLD. And I'm like, yeah, I got my gun. And they're like, we got a shotgun like somewhere in the house, but like we just need it put down like now. I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I go back, and for some reason, I'm like, let me stand further away. So I literally backed up and I drew my Glock 32 357 SIG. However, at the time, it had a gray Duracoated, not Cerakoted, Duracoated frame with a Ford's custom gun refinishing hard chrome slide with a clip draw that I sent to them too that was all hard chrome, right? It was beautiful. The magazines were gray, but it like was smoky, like it like rode up the magazine. So it was like gray and then it faded to black. It was so dope. I love that gun. But anyway, I digress. So I step back, I don't know, 10 feet, maybe 15 feet, and I aim. I put the sights right on it. The laser was kind of low on it, right? So the laser's pointing like at its ass, and my sights are like right under the base of its like head, neck, spine area, and I pull the trigger. The problem was that 357 SIG is going fucking 1,550 feet per second. So literally, my shot placement was screwed, and it just zipped right through it, and it like flipped up and was like whack, 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 and started going 10 times crazier. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, I'm going to shoot it again. And they were like, no, don't shoot it again. They're like, we're getting the shotgun. I was like, dude, I'll just shoot it again. They're like, please don't. Please don't. You've done enough. And they come out with an old, I mean, I swear to God, this thing hadn't been fired in I don't know how long, right? And they walk out with a single shot, like one of those old Walmart $99 special, single shot shotguns. And that had to be a fucking 3.5-inch shell in that thing, right? And I'm like, all right, it's going down. Bro, they hit that thing with a 12 gauge. I think it was a number 4 buck. And this pig, let's say it was sitting like here on the ground, right? It was like boo, and it flew up like somebody punted a football. No pun intended, because pigskin, you know. And it was like boo, and then just, and it was like, all right, it's done, lights out. And then she came outside to say bye again after it's like been slaughtered. It had a round zipped through it, and Spear Gold Dot, man, I have never seen one of your rounds actually open. Okay, I have only seen your bullets just zip through shit. Like, do your bullets even open up, Spear Gold Dots? Do your jacketed hollow points actually expand? I've never seen it. Please show me, somebody, if you have. So this thing was destroyed by a dog. It was shot by a 357 SIG and then hit with a shotgun, and it still took a few minutes to really be gone. If you took a dude and allowed a Mastiff Hound to attack him, chirp, and then shot him with a 357 SIG, and then shot him with a shotgun, like, that was terrible. That's terrible. Chirp. Mm-hmm. It did. Honestly, the sad thing is that, like, I was thinking, like, man, maybe there's a way that we could harvest the meat, but no, it was just too bad. Plus, like, imagine Sam waking up in the morning and being like, oh my God, like, that's my pig. She wouldn't be able to live that down. Yeah, that's usually how it is. Yeah, too soon. The next morning. Facts. So I just haven't had that experience, you know, and I would much rather just tell you guys, like, that may be true. That's just my experience, right? Some people get on the show or a live stream or the internet or whatever, and they're like, oh, they make dog shit stuff. They're terrible. They're a bad company. They're bad ammo. And this, my experience has been that in a bunch of tests, different calibers, in the water, in the liquid medium, like flesh, it just has not expanded. It's the craziest thing. Now, maybe it's counting on, because it is a very, very well bonded jacketed hollow point, maybe they're counting on, you know, I don't know. But let me take a couple seconds just to do something. So I want to honor you guys, okay? I got 60 people in here right now, and all of you guys are, I mean, I'm so super grateful for every single one of you guys actually coming in and just, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get like emotional or anything, but like I have the best fucking viewers. I have the best community, and all of you guys have never done anything but supported me from the beginning. And I'm seriously grateful for every single one of you. The fact that you guys remember my clean date, right? The fact that you guys, know what's going on with like me and my family, and you care. That shit is really important to me, and it makes a difference. Yeah, look at that, 56 likes, good ratio. And I'm seriously grateful, man. You guys support the companies that I recommend. You guys, take care of each other. There's been times where some people were in bad situations and needed some help and needed support, and the community came together. And I just appreciate you a lot. And we need to continue that same support with how we are as, like the Dilder community, like the DLD community. We got to continue that support within the whole community, right? Like supporting companies like 1776 Supply Co. Supporting companies like Goonbeam. Like, dude, Supply Co has kits for 350 right now and 380 right now. That's crazy. So support them, show them some love, even if it's like, yo, I need an ejector, I need a lower parts kit, I need sights. They got metal sights for $20. If you're like me, I got 2 dozen 9mm Glocks up there. A bunch of them need new sights. All I got to do is order sights for $20 each, and they're metal sights. There's so much stuff that they have that we can help take care of them, and they help take care of us. They come in, they give shit away all the time. They've given away printers, they've given away kits, they just gave away a Geisler kit, they gave away all sorts of stuff. The community needs to help support them back. Companies like Goonbeam, man, Goonbeam is the shit. Goonbeam has done so much to help support the community, and we all need to kind of stack up and support each other. I would probably be more willing to stack up on a door with y'all than I would with like a lot of the people that I actually know in real life. For real. I mean, I know some high speed ass motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I want to show the love back, and I'm going to show the love back. And it's important because right now we're headed towards times that like we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what our future is going to hold. We're likely like literally right on the precipice of World War III. You know, we got to focus on things like water, food, shelter, security. Part of that security is, buying a couple kits from Supply Co., buying a couple goon beams, you know, that shit, that shit is the way to do it, man. Of course, take care of your shit, right? Get your priorities right. Like, I'm not saying, like, if you have no water, don't go, buying kits if you have 100 guns. I'm just saying, let's support each other. They need support. Goonbeam needs support. All these companies, Tack Knives need support, right? And use code DARK and save 20%. Anyway, for the viewer that was in here earlier, I don't want to like throw your name out there, but I'm not trying to say anything negative about you publicly on my platform. That wouldn't be kind. I was just trying to share the information because it's not kind to do something like that to a company that can never change the perspective of those 60 people ever again. Also want to say shout out to everybody that remembered that today is my clean date, and appreciate all y'all so much. Here, take this. Bow. Appreciate all you guys that remember today was my clean date. I mean, I had dudes that were literally sending me pictures of their Google Calendar that said, Dark's, 12-year clean date, and I appreciate that, man, for real. All y'all are great, and I don't know, I'm just feeling super grateful, man. The fact that I can do something that's giving back to the community now, like getting jigs to people that need the community. I mean, dude, if 530 jigs were shipped out to people, and knowing that I had that impact over the course of 60 days, that's huge. Hey, what's up, brother? Smash time, what up? And then let's say that those people use those jigs to build 2 firearms. That's now 1,060 privately manufactured firearms that are off, back into the general population. So that humbles me, and that I love that, man. And yeah, I'm happy and I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to do this. And there's going to be a lot of exciting things in the future. We got a lot of exciting guests coming up. This is just a dark stream. We're just chilling today, but keep an eye out for some super exciting guests that you're going to see. Maybe some folks you've seen in the past. Maybe a little bit of Rogue Banshee, maybe a little bit of PSR, maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit, maybe Smash Time. Maybe I'm getting Mr. Big Kid to come on the show next week. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of good shit going on, man. And again, I'm grateful for all you guys. So remember, as we wind down, remember what I say, which is that rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so actually, fuck that. Hold on for 1 second. Bro, Mike McClune, you already gifted like 100 memberships, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 감사합니다. Thank you, Mike McClune. For real. You are fucking straight G. Love you, brother. You're awesome. And every single one of you guys, man, I don't want to get confused that, you know, I appreciate everybody the same. And you coming in and spending your time, which is your most valuable asset that you have, with me. I'm grateful for that, for real. So, now, being that, albeit it is unfair, and for the people that don't know, he's doing a $12 super chat like several other people did, because today, November 5th, is my 12-year clean date. Because I used to be a drug addict. Now, technically, I am still a drug addict. I'm just not using drugs. Now, unfortunately, I can't link things like 1776 Supply Co., even though it's, obviously something we all should be able to do. Like, there shouldn't be anything that can actually censor us, but whatever, it's fucked up, and they're going to do with it whatever they want to do. But go show them some love. Go buy shit from them. And I can put in Goonbeam. So Goonbeam's in there. Also, you know what? Tack Knives USA. I can put that in there, I think. Let's see. TackKnivesUSA.com. And then use code DARK. If you use code DARK, you will get 20% off of your order. So use code DARK, you get 20% off. Hell yeah, somebody says kick ass, ginger midgets. Well, all right. We just need to support each other, man. That's all. So as we go and complete this stream, I do want to say that I appreciate all of you guys so much. Genuinely, I do. You guys are more important to me than you ever could imagine. And for the people that I haven't been seeing here and there, right? I'm thinking of you. And I want you to come up in the stream. You just come hang out with us. Just come chill. You don't even have to say anything. I just need to know that you're here. You missed all the fun stuff, brother. You missed all the fun stuff. So at the very end, we'll wrap up and we'll say this. Rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That little brief interaction that you have with somebody, that split second, you holding a door open for someone. If somebody drops something, you pick it up for them and give it to them. Or if somebody drops like money or something like that, you pick it up and say, I'm sorry, you dropped this. What? Can you picture that shit happening? Be kind. It is so important that we're kind in everything that we do, every interaction with a company, Every interaction with a waiter or waitress, every interaction with your family, be kind. Also, rule number 2, live a life of care, compassion, contribution. Care, compassion, and contribution. Yeah, live a life of care, compassion, and contribution. Give to others. The more that you give, the more you will receive. The hand that's open to give is open to receive. The more you bless others, you'll become blessed. That is the way that the world works. 3, the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men that are skilled in violence. So make sure, as a responsible, virtuous person, that you are becoming as what? Sorry, my bad. That you are becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be. And be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. Sorry, I basically did a press check and then let it go. Be safe, be dangerous, keep that thing on you. Go buy kits from 1776. Go buy Goon Beams from Goon Beam. Go buy these. Here. Go buy flashlights from Goon Beam. Of course, because he's a shit. Go buy knives from Tack Knives. Go buy, just support these fools, man. They support you. They care about you. They're there for you. Where are you? It's, I don't even know what time it is. I was going to do the old thing. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. I love y'all so much. Remember, it's very important that after the stream posts, if you guys post comments all over the shit, I'm going to take these comments and I'm going to do drawings with them. People have won OTF switchblades. People have won all sorts of stuff. Just do that.